Hey kids, we're back again. For this session we're going to start to make a custom brush like I have done here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and delete my brush here. Yes, I want to delete this one. And we're going to go to our ellipse tool and we're going to go and make something that's a little bit like this with a bullet end and a fine tip or a fine stroke. So I'm going to go and create an ellipse. I probably want it to be stroke black and fill with black, and then we're going to use an old tool that we used in our earlier sessions, which is an anchor point tool. And if you hold down shift on this one, you know that you can go and pull the anchors out. So I'm going to go and make a long tip like this, and then for the front I'm going to pull that out a little bit like so, give it that sort of bullet tip. At the bottom of your brushes window, if you don't have your brushes window, remember, go to here and open up your brushes window. Go to the bottom where you've got a new brush icon, which is just like the new layer icon at the bottom. And we're going to go and make an art brush, like so. It's got the shape in here. We want the colorization to be tints. There's a reason why we use tints. It's to do with the way that it uses palettes that we've got. And we're going to call this hairbrush, like so. Done. So it's made that shape, and I can go ahead and delete this now. I don't need this shape. The reason we do this is because in our layer that we are having to make for hairbrushes, I've got hairbrush strokes. You can see I've done this a couple of times now, just being messing around. I'm going to keep this one because I've got it turned off at the moment. I'm going to use this as my test and probably delete it later. I've got all my colours ready and my swatch ready from a previous session. So I'm going to go and grab a colour now, probably this one here. And you'll see that there is a difference when you get to play around with this. There is a big difference between turning on the stroke and turning the fill on and turning the fill off, and turning the stroke on, turning the stroke off. So if we go and turn the fill on to start with, like that, and we turn our weight off. I'm going to go and grab a brush now, or B on your keyboard, to allow us to go and paint in the brushes that we want. So as I start to move this in like that, you can see they're quite big. So if we have the fill off and you put your stroke on, you can bring this down to its minimum size, and we can choose a color. Here I've chosen this sort of darker brown color. And I'm going to go and bring her hair into shades. And what I'm going to do is just bring them into here like so. Next, I'm going to go and start to bring the hair. And as I know it's got wisps like so. This is your turn now to go and make a custom brush. Use your brush tool. Use your swatch. Make sure that the fill is off and empty with a red line through it, and that you're using your stroke on the minimum setting. If your stroke is still too big, you can still put this even lower, and it will go down to 0.1 for you, and you can make your strokes even lower. If you have shorter hair, you will have fewer strokes than this, and you will have a picture that is on the front page of this section in your learning, in your technology pages. That will probably be in your classroom. Good luck and have fun making your brushes.